We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. Tonight we've got a good matchup in store between the Chicago Cubs and the Atlanta Braves. Franmil Reyes, one of the season's top power hitters, makes a final push for a home run title. Next. Number 37, a righty from the state of Ohio, will do the pitching in this one. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Well, Matt, the first thing we're going to find out is how well this guy pitches with little sleep. I can't imagine knowing that you're going to be the next day starting pitcher the night before. This is a young guy making his first start. Listen, you can only make your debut one time, so there has to be lots going on in this guy's mind. Hopefully he can settle down early and pitch well in his debut.
And next will be Dansby Swanson digging in. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. Well, boys, these Braves, as they take the field here tonight, they've been playing some pretty good baseball of late as they've won 6 of their last 8 games.
Yeah, Matty V. And you know one thing you don't want to do here, D-Row, you've been on some good teams, not to lose focus at this point of the year, to keep the big picture in sight, because there is a postseason lurking, and it's so easy to get ahead of yourselves and not take the rest of the schedule serious.
I think the nice thing for this team is that they won the division.
There's a swing and a drive, and everybody's just going to sit back and watch that one fly. A no doubt home run. Dansby Swanson with a solo shot. Home run number 37 on the year, and the Cubs are on the board first, 1-0.
This guy has some pop. You can't just lay one in there. What happens? He leads the game off just like that. It's 1-0.
Batting second, the catcher, number 40, Wilson.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Ball 1.
Contreras is, of course, a highly regarded catcher, and it's really fun to watch him control the game behind the plate, not only with his glove work, but with the arm as well. He's got a cannon, and it's in the head of opposing base runners every night. Certainly a valuable guy to have on your squad.
Yeah, he certainly could have a C on his chest. The captain of the infield, controlling the pitching staff, shutting down the running game, soft hands. I can't say enough about this player.
And a curveball's by him that time as he falls behind now 1-2.
Offered at that breaking ball below the zone, and that's a tough one to spit on. But the key is recognizing it coming out of the pitcher's hand earlier and making sure that it goes up before it comes down. More likely to be a hanger when that's the case.
So let's take a peek at our umpiring crew in this one. Working the plate is Larry Bullard.
Hey, D-Row, Larry Bullard, he's pretty much right down the middle. You see very few managers and players getting into very many confrontations with Larry.
Yeah, Larry lays in the weeds, Dan. Doesn't try and make it about him, and that's what the players love. He's got a pretty consistent strike zone, and he's approachable.
So he sets him down swinging. Wilson Contreras becomes the first out of the inning. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Bases are empty. 1 man out. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind. 0-2. Fouled away. And he'll step out for a moment to reassess things here on an 0-2 count. And strike 3 called on the outside corner. He's earned the right to live out there with the fastballs, as that's out number 2.
This tells me a lot about this guy. He's done a real nice job bouncing back from that home run to strike out the next two guys. Sometimes you're going to get taken deep, but it's all about how you respond that really matters.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And digging in now, Franmil Reyes. Watches a fastball right there for strike 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Now a curveball, but he might have flown open a bit. It's 1-1. Swings through it for strike number 2.
Hey, I got to commend him a little bit. Leadoff homer, and now he's 1 pitch away from getting out of this inning without any further damage.
Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first, and no swing. It's ball 2. The 2-2. Starting to go. Did he hold up in time? Yes, says the first base umpire. It's ball 3 now. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. And that misses for ball 4.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving one up where he can really hurt you.
So digging in now, Patrick Wisdom. It was a 2-hit effort for him, including a home run in last night's game. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And he fouls this one off. And no swing, apparently. Ball 1. Wisdom stands 6'2" as you see him in the right-handed box. He's in his 4th season as a major league player. The 1-1 is swung on and missed, and that's strike 2. And there's a fastball well off the plate inside. Reyes is off of first with 2 away. Still 2-2. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way.
Good spot for an RBI. Put the ball in play with the runner in motion. He could score all the way from first.
Strike 3 called as he can't get the bat off his shoulders. Side retired. Kyle Hendricks, the California-born right-hander, is on the mound. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, Kyle Hendricks is not one of these overpowering guys. He's a little bit, he reminds me of Greg Maddux. He's 88-91 with really good sink, great straight changeup, and has the slurve. Not a true curveball, not a true slider. The key to Kyle Hendricks, inducing early contact. The more pitches that hitters see, the better chance they have to hit on him. If Kyle Hendricks is on, you'll know early he'll be getting a lot of quick outs.
Well, with the power bat up at the plate, the manager wisely signals his outfielders to back off. Don't want anything over their heads here. Hammered the other way to deep right field. A ball that's carrying. And he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out. And time now to take a look at how these Braves are lined up in this one. Thoughts, Dan? Who stands out?
Well, I'll keep an eye on the leadoff guy and see what he can do in this one. This guy knows how to drive in runs. Had over 25 runs batted in last month. You've got to pay attention to how he goes about it. Ground balls, fly balls, home runs, any way to drive in a run. And that's what he's doing. He tries to have a major impact on every game he plays in.
Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly.
He's safe.
Nice effort by the shortstop right there. Kept it in front of him. That's all he could do right there, Dan.
You know, Dero, in a spot like that, that's an infield single. That's a tough play. Just to knock that ball down was a pretty good job. But any way you look at it, that should be scored a base hit, and I'm sure it was.
Well, with the power bat up at the plate, the manager wisely signals his outfielders to back off. Don't want anything over their heads here. Well, guys, as we look at the Cubs coming into play here tonight, despite the loss last time out, they'd won 4 in a row, so they'd been on a nice little roll here.
Yeah, Matty V. I think one of the toughest things, Dero, is to keep playing with this sense of urgency. It looks like
in the dirt, and oh, he can't quite dig it out. Now the 1-0. He's running. Strike called. Now the throw down. And Contreras nabs him with a strong throw to second.
Well, so much for that first hit of the game. Tried to press their luck and move him up to second with the steal, but it didn't work out.
Expecting a potential bunt, the corner infielders come way in to try to protect. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. Back up the middle. And that finds its way through for a base hit. Bellinger fields cleanly. So a 2-out single there and gets him a base runner, and that leads us to check out the team leaders in hitting here in the final month of the season. And we find that these guys currently sit in the number 3 position in the circuit in that category. And that'll bring up Matt Olson as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He'll come in here at 259, 31 homers and 79 RBIs. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Working for the punch out and the offering. Hold the string on him. Strike 3 swinging. And the throw to first ends the inning. 1 left for Atlanta. They trail this one 1-0. All set for the start of the inning, and here comes the first baseman, Alfonso Rivas.
Alfonso Rivas.
Now the pitch. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. And the throw won't be in time as he'll be able to beat out the recovery throw at first.
No mistake what he was sitting on. Fastball middle of the plate, kept his hands back, stayed through the baseball, and delivers a hard hit line drive.
Standing in now, Nelson Velasquez. And on the first pitch, he grounds foul. And he's got that batting lineup near the 300 mark entering play. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Down and away, ball 1. The 1-1 takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2.
Great pitch in that situation. If he makes contact on that one, More than likely, he's hitting into a double play.
The 1-2.
That's ball 2.
High in the air down the right field line. Right fielder giving chase, and he makes the catch in the corner.
Time for a look at the Braves on D. And let's shine the light on Marcell Ozuna, another one of those dynamic outfielders that you can't put in a box. Can he play center? Yes. Can he play right? Yes. Left? Yes. Go deep? Absolutely.
Into the box now, Zach McKinstry. Pitch is popped up. Riley shading to his right, and that's the second out of the inning. On to first, and they get the double play. Stepping up to the plate, Travis d'Arnaud. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. Fielded cleanly, and a good throw gets him one gone.
Batting 6.
So here's how the Chicago Cubs are positioned defensively. And guys, the thing I want you to take a look at today is in today's game, the new age, everyone wants to move around. This manager does not like to shift a lot. Maybe a step to your right or left, but there's a lot of trust that the pitchers are going to execute. So let's see how it works out for them in this one.
Here's Marcell Ozuna as the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball 1. His matchup numbers with Hendricks. He's 1 for 5. Checks his swing, but this pitch is right there for strike 1. 1 out, nobody on. Smoked on the ground up the middle, and that'll get on through into center, and he's got himself a 1-out hit. Around second now and headed for third. And he's going to make it easily. It's a stand-up triple. Into the box now, Ozzie Albies, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. First offering on its way. Fouled off. Albies with a 1-1 count now. The 1-1 home. Pulled toward right center field. Right fielder is on the run. He's there to make the catch, and here comes the runner from third as this should get him on the board. And the run will come in to score from third as that'll knock things up at 1 apiece.
The shortstop, Grissom.
Ready now, Vaughn Grissom, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike, 0-1. A ball and a strike.
1-1.
The 1-1.
Not the ideal location for a changeup up in the zone, but he got away with it.
Taken off the outside as the breaking ball couldn't catch the corner. 2 out, nobody on. 2-2 pitch is fouled away. And the pitch.
We got a full count.
And he looks at one that misses, and that's an excellent job of making his man throw a lot of pitches as he toughs out a walk. At the plate, number 37 will take his first hacks here. Sinker to open the AB, and there for strike 1. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Reyes will get there, and he puts it away to retire. Stepping into the box, Kyle Hendricks, as we are all set to begin the third inning in this one. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike. And it's 1-1. Outside, 2-1.
Hey, after those two breaking balls missed, you have to be sitting on a fastball right here.
Called strike 2. Started to go. Did he hold up in time? Yes, says the first base umpire. It's ball 3 now. The 3-2 pitch. And he misses with it. Ball 4. And a terrible start to the inning as he's walked the pitcher leading things off.
And that's what you want from your leadoff hitter. Shows some great patience and discipline, making the pitcher labor to start the game. The result is a leadoff walk and a chance to make some early noise.
Back to the top of the order now, and that brings up the former #1 overall pick, Dansby Swanson.
And hey, it was a breaking ball to boot. This guy's a pretty good off-speed hitter. You could tell by that last at-bat he wasn't fooled at all. He sat back, waited, got the breaking ball, and didn't miss it.
1 ball and 1 strike to the Cubs leadoff batter. Leadoff man aboard here in a 1-1 ball game. A ball and 2 strikes now.
1-2.
Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out.
Well, that's just a quality pitch right there. The location was excellent because if it's put in play, there's a good chance it's on the ground for a double play. And hey, a strikeout always works too.
Next to hit will be Wilson Contreras. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Here comes the 1-0.
2-0.
Hey, always a good idea to take a couple of pitches when you're facing a young arm like this one. And now he's put himself in a real good hitter's count.
Now the 2-0 home is swung on and missed. Strike 1.
Boy, what a time to pull the string on him. On 2-0, there's no way anyone's thinking changeup. So if you can locate it, that's pretty much unhittable.
2-2 to the Cubs catcher. And prior to the 2-2, he'll step out of the box and ask for time. And this is swung on and missed. His 5th strikeout already, and there are 2 gone in the inning.
He showed right there why having a good changeup is so valuable. 2-2, and he flips one up there that the bottom really falls out at the last minute. It's so hard to pick up, and it's even harder to make good contact with.
Cody Bellinger at the plate now, as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1.
Hey, I don't mind that batter taking that strike right there. He's walked a couple people early in this game. Got to find out if he can find the zone. If he wants to walk them all in, we'll take it.
And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1. Runner aboard at first here with 2 gone in a 1-1 ball game. Fastball is looked at for strike 2. right side. Albies scoops it up. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. Digging in to try it again, Ronald Acuna, as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3.
Acuna Jr.
Well, with the power bat up at the plate, the manager wisely signals his outfielders to back off. Don't want anything over their heads here. And he pours this one in at the letters, 0-1. And it's quickly 0-2. Out in front as he grounds this one to short. And that's the first out.
Now batting, number 23.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. Looks at a sinker there that drops in 1-1. And it's 1-2. Line towards center field. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
Now batting, the third baseman, Austin.
Well, with the power bat up at the plate, the manager wisely signals his outfielders to back off. Don't want anything over their heads here. And he gets ahead 0-1. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. Runners on the move for second. Pitch is high. The throw. And in fact, there will be no throw as he loses the handle there on the transfer. Checks his swing here, but he does so in time. Over at the knees, and that's the second strike. 1 out and a runner on second base. Bounced on the ground and right at the shifted infielders. And that's through into left, a base hit. Throw comes into third now, so they're at the corners here with only 1 out.
Well, last time this guy had some success, but he can't seem to get it going here. In fact, he's given up more hits in this one than he did his entire last outing. And we're only in the 3rd inning.
Matt Olson is in now as he watches a pitch for ball 1. That evens it up 1-1. Two and 1.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be really aggressive. With 2 guys already on, pretty good shot. He's going to get a challenge pitch right here.
They're set, and the 2-1 pitch. Took something off there, but this is hit well anyway out to deep center. And that is down for extra bases as this will get 1 home and maybe 2. Now he's safe at third as they jump ahead with a run scoring on the play.
Now batting, catcher, BRAVES.
Just some more of the same from him. He's been clutch all year with runners in scoring position, and he does it again here with a double. Tack on another RBI to his season total.
Here's the catcher, Travis d'Arnaud. 1-0 the count. Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. Here comes the 1-0. In the dirt and blocked behind the plate. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on. And now we'll step off the rubber here and just look him back to third. Runners are at second and third with one down. Well, obviously not biting on the first two, so it looks as though they'll just go ahead and wave him down to first base for free here.
That's what's called getting the treatment. Everyone knows he's a power threat with the bat, so it's all about not letting him be the guy that beats you.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Marcell Ozuna stands in as he looks at ball one here. The 1-0. Swung on, but it's pulled foul wide of third. 1-1. Here it is. And they'll go off speed here as this pitch misses. It's 2-1.
It often becomes harder to hit the zone when the pressure starts to heat up.
Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Working for the punch out and the offering. Bases are loaded with only one out. A swing and a miss. He offered it a ball way outside the strike zone for out number 2.
I think he had his mind made up. He was swinging the bat and trying to protect before the ball even left the pitcher's hand. That pitch wasn't even close. He would have needed a flagpole to hit that one.
And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ozzie Albies. Popped him up. Wisdom is there to make the catch, and they'll escape the bases loaded jam by giving up just one run. Braves pick. Start of the fourth upcoming, but first Heidi Watney is standing by with a report.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cubs to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. Yes, they've only scored one run, but he said they've done a great job of forcing the pitch count up, and he thinks that's going to lead to more offense for them as this game goes on.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball. Squared that one up just a little late. Swung on in the dirt. Strike 3. Darno has it. And he makes the throw to first. Reyes is retired, and there's one away.
Number 16.
Stepping in, Patrick Wisdom. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike.
Classic case of the front shoulder flying open on that off speed. Needs to stay compact and stay in the big part of the field.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Fourth inning of a 2-1 ball game. Check swing, no swing, says the home plate umpire. Ball 2. Never tempted to swing at that ball down low. It's ball 3.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
The 3-1. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. But it bends just foul into the second deck. Count is full. Here's the pitch. And here's a changeup in there for a called third strike, and that's the second out of the inning. Striding in once again, Alfonso Rivas. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. One and one, the count to the Cubs first baseman.
That's a good take on a fastball out of the zone. Hey, I get it. He's looking for a ball to drive, but that ball was a little bit too far up in the zone. That's one you normally pop right up.
A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch.
Inside, ball 1.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
The 2-2. He's a called third strike right on the inside corner. Just about set to go for the last of the 4th. But before we do that, here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, I had a chance to discuss the Braves offense with their manager Brian Snitker during the commercial break. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. It's still pretty early in the game, but they've seen a lot of pitches already. And he thinks the 2 runs they've pushed across so far is just the beginning, given the quality of the at-bats they're putting together.
Thank you, Heidi. Bottom of the inning now. And coming forward now is the shortstop, Vaughn Grissom.
Vaughn Grissom.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Starts him out with a changeup for a strike.
You know, you think it's an 8-hole hitter right there. You shouldn't be taking that fastball, and you're right. But when you got the pitcher hitting behind you, you sometimes sit off speed because that's the pitch you're usually going to get. The pitcher does not want to get beat by you, and he's not afraid to walk you and hand it over to an AB against the pitcher.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Velasquez moves to his right and puts this one away in the alley for out number 1.
Now batting, number 37.
Into the box now, number 37. He's 0 for 1 thus far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And now a pitch on the way.
1-1.
2 runs, 6 hits, and no errors so far for Atlanta. Hit on the ground to short. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
The right fielder, number 13, Ronald Acuna Jr.
Acuna digs in now. Well, with the power bat up at the plate, the manager wisely signals his outfielders to back off. Don't want anything over their heads here.
That's a ball.
A ball and no strikes.
Kind of surprised not to see a fastball on the first pitch there. The guy's probably taking at least 1 pitch to give his pitcher a chance to sit down after he already made the second out.
Too much bite on the sinker, and he's behind 2-0 now.
That's where he wants that sinker to end up, but that was a nice job of laying off.
And a sinker is over that time. It's back to 2-1. 2 runs, 6 hits, and no errors so far for Atlanta. Won't go after the 2-1 sinker, and it's 3 balls and a strike now.
This is where you cash your checks right here. 3-1. You're one of the best hitters in the game. You live for situations like this.
Oh, and here's a drive. Well hit out to straightaway center. Bellinger looking up, and that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning.
Baseball has really changed. Remember when leadoff guys were guys that would just draw walks and steal bases? But that's not the case anymore. Guys like this, they have pop in their bat, and they can go deep.
Now batting, number
At the plate now, number 23. As he'll take a look at ball 1. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. Line to the right side. But a foul ball. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1. All even now, 2-2. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Left fielder is on the move. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. 1 for the Braves. Now in the box, Nelson Velasquez. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Here's a slider that's inside, 1-0. Changeup stays outside and he's behind 2-0.
This is a spot you really don't want to be in with a great hitter like that. You can't just lay one in there, but you also don't want to run the count to 3-0.
3-0 now.
Not the way you'd like to start this fifth inning, falling behind 3-0 on the count. It's about time he starts throwing some strikes.
The pitch. 3 balls and a strike to the Chicago leadoff hitter.
Stealing that strike on 3-0 was important, but you don't want to miss over the heart of the plate in this situation. I got to believe he's going to be way more aggressive right here.
The 3-1. Struck him out, and he becomes the 9th strikeout victim thus far.
Boy, he's really on a roll in the hill right now. As we roll through it again, remember, he struck out the side in the last inning, and now he picks up right where he left off by striking off the leadoff man here. Let's see if he can keep this going for a little bit.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Number 23 is there, and he makes the catch for the out.
Now batting.
So in now for Chicago, Kyle Hendricks. He drew a walk his first time up. Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. Legs churning. He's headed for second. The throw is wild, and it gets away. Finally, a little something for them to get excited about.
Yeah, a rally can begin with the single swing of the bat, and this might be their chance right here. They've struggled to produce a lot of runs, but there he is at second base. A shot to the outfield scores him. Then who knows what kind of roll they could get on. Got to take it one good at-bat at a time.
Dansby Swanson lining up to hit as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Now a swing and a deep drive to left, and it ain't coming back. Gone. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left, his second home run of the game, and the Cubs have come back to tie it at 3.
Yeah, it's a long season with a lot of peaks and valleys, but he's getting hot here in September. That bodes well for him and his team as things crank up in October. We'll see if he can stay hot when it matters the most.
Now batting. Catcher. Wilson.
Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. And he is tied up on the fastball there to start things out. It's strike 1. And before the 0-1 pitch, he'll step out of the box and get his bearings a bit. And a pitch up and in, keeping him honest, 1-1. And he pulled up in time, but it's a called strike 2. Drilled down the line, and he tries for the backhand reach at third, but it gets by the glove down the line. The relay not in time, and he's in there with a double.
And I can't blame the pitching coach for making that walk. That's 3 consecutive 2-out hits here, so he's going to remind this guy that they just need to make one good pitch and get this inning over with. Let's see if the talk does any good.
Cody Bellinger at the plate now, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. This ball will be chopped foul. Ready with the 1-1. Keeping it down here as it's to 1-2.
I know he's been struggling early, but that pitch right there, well executed changeup. If he can mix that in, maybe he hangs around for a little while longer.
The 1-2 pitch. And he will strike him out. 10 now in the ball game, and the inning is over. 2 for the Cubs in the inning on the strength of this 2-run home run. On to the bottom of the 5th. We're tied now with 3 apiece. Digging in, Austin Riley. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat.
The third baseman, Austin Riley.
Well, with the power bat up at the plate, the manager wisely signals his outfielders to back off. Don't want anything over their heads here. 1 ball, no strikes the count. Now the 1-0. A bouncer up the middle. He's got it. And quickly there's 1 down to lead off the frame.
Now batting, the first baseman.
That'll bring up the power hitter, Matt Olson, hoping to build off that RBI double from his last plate appearance. Well, with the power bat up at the plate, the manager wisely signals his outfielders to back off. Don't want anything over their heads here. No offer at a letter high change. It's ball 1. And he gets a piece of it here, but it's chopped foul. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. 2 balls and a strike.
You know, what I'm seeing here is a reluctance to throw the fastball. It's like he feels he can't throw the ball right by him right now.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. And right into the shift. Scooped up. On to first, and there were 2 down.
Now batting, the catcher, BRAVES.
Standing in, Travis d'Arnaud. He was given a free pass via the intentional walk last time.
And they'll have to kind of come after him this time. No good reason for walking him right here.
First offering on its way. Two out, nobody on. Grounded to short. Swanson scoops it up. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. We're through 5 here at the ballpark, and we are all tied at 3 apiece. Top half of the 6th about to get started, and that'll bring up the outfielder, Franmil Reyes. First pitch coming, here it is. Skied into straightaway right. Acuña's there for it. Makes the play, 1 away.
Now batting, number 16.
Ready for another shot now. Patrick Wisdom. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system. Especially now, he's got to bear down. He gets the 2 strikes in this spot, has to put the ball in play. There's not too many umpires in the game that are going to ring that for a strike right there. That was borderline up, even though it was in the zone.
Now it's 2-0.
Couple strikeouts early in the game, but he's done a much better job in this at bat, trying to get ahead and put himself in a good hitter's count.
One out, nobody on. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0. Now here's a check swing, and they appeal down to first. No swing, so that's ball 4.
Up next to the Cubs.
He almost got him to commit there. As we take another look at it in slow motion, he comes awfully close to breaking that plane, but he was able to hold back. Strong wrist, and he gets a trip to first because of it.
He's set, and the pitch. Ripped on the ground to first. There's one. Relay to Olsen. They turn the double play, and that retires the side. So they go down without a whimper here. Bottom of the 6th inning now, and that'll bring up big-time RBI man Marcell Ozuna. Well, with the power bat up at the plate, the manager wisely signals his outfielders to back off. Don't want anything over their heads here. And a ball, 1-0. Too much bite on the sinker, and he's behind 2-0 now.
It's a lot easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitters counts. This guy's done a great job not swinging at pitchers' pitches, and when he's getting the ball in the zone, he's getting the barrel to it. He's been hot lately.
The second baseman, Ozzy Albies.
So up steps Ozzy Albies. 0 for 1 with a run batted in thus far. Down and away, 1 ball and no strikes. And he lays off a fastball here that looked pretty good, but it's 2-0.
He may be down 2-0 after those first 2 pitches in this AB, but those are pitches he can feel pretty good about. They didn't miss by a whole lot, so it's not like he's all over the place.
Now the 3-0 offering. He loses him on ball 4. So stepping in, Vaughn Grissom comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side. McKinstry ranges back, and he has it for route number 2.
Now batting,
Alex Dickerson will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 14, Alex Dickerson.
Line drive to left. And this will be just what the manager ordered as he's off the bench with extra bases. Albies rounds the corner and is headed home. The runner from first comes all the way around to score. So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given the chance.
And it looks like they'd rather go after the next guy as the intentional walk signal comes here with 2 away. Now time is called as both guys in the bullpen are ready to go. Stephen Brault trots in from the bullpen here as he inherits a tough spot with 2 on and 2 away.
Number 25, Stephen Brault.
Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch a little late on this one as it's lifted the other way down the left field line. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Braves pick up. Number 68 takes the mound as he's been called upon to pitch. 7th inning ready to roll, and standing in the rookie outfielder Nelson Velasquez.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
Here's the first pitch to him. And this one's down off the shoe tops, 1-0. Now it looks like the Braves are going to get a lefty up and throwing in their bullpen. The 1-0 is taken for ball 2. Outside, 3-0 now. And he lays off, ball 4. So now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game.
Man, that's a tough one to swallow. You're hanging on to a slim lead, and the last thing you want to do is give up a leadoff walk. It seems like those are the ones that always come back to haunt you. So we'll see if that's the case here.
Ready once again, Zach McKinstry, 0 for 2 on his lineup. Nick Madrigal will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 1, Nick Madrigal.
And they'll ask him to bunt off the bench as he puts this one down. One there, but he'll put this in his pocket and be content with just the 1 out.
That was kind of a high degree of difficulty play that time. You see the off-balance throw to second base, and he couldn't get a lot on it, but they did get the out.
Suzuki will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 27.
Oh, and here's a drive. Well hit out to straightaway center. Going back is the center fielder. Gone! A 2-run shot that gives them the lead. So a 2-run shot to left center. Number 35 now on the season. As they will take the lead here, it's now a 5-4 ball game. Ball's jumping in this one. That's the 4th to leave the yard so far.
Matty V, this is just one of those days where the ball seems to be flying. D-Row, the hitter's on point. The pitchers aren't making very good pitches.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. It's all about executing pitches, and they're not doing it today. They're leaving a lot of balls over the heart of the plate. And this offense, both offenses are taking advantage.
Luke Jackson is going to come on in relief as he'll be making his 20th appearance of the season. Dansby Swanson will stand in again as he looks for home run number 3 in the ball game as we flash you back here to his 2nd home run. This was back in the 5th inning as he has the long ball working in his first few at-bats. Pitch on the way. And that misses, ball 1.
Count 1-0.
2-0 to count to Dansby Swanson.
2 tough sliders right there, but he was able to lay off them. Might have bought himself a fastball in this situation.
Oh, he's baffled by the curve that time for a strike. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Strike 2 called, and it's even at 2. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2.
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters, so you can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
The 3-2 one more time. gets sent on the ground out to second.
Albies brings it in.
And he'll whip this one over to first, and he gets his man for the second out.
The catcher, number 40, Wilson Contreras.
Digging in, Wilson Contreras. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit last time up. Looked for it up in the zone and didn't miss it. Those are the pitches you only get. Maybe once an AB, maybe once a game, maybe once a week. So he certainly capitalized on it last time.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Contreras in front, 2 balls and no strikes. 3-0 now. Cody Bellinger would be next. And they won't let him walk that easily, as that somehow ruled a strike. 3-1 now. And a full count now. 3-2.
Great pitch right there. That is a huge breaking ball. Not shocked he took it. Got to calibrate that one for a second.
And he lost him here on 3-2 as that pitch misses. It's ball 4.
The center fielder, number 24.
So here's Cody Bellinger, 0 for 3 to this point.
Yeah, not his game so far. He's such a good hitter. We all kind of expect him to pick up 2 or 3 hits most of the time. That's not really how baseball works, though.
Here comes the first pitch. Off the outside that time as the breaking ball can't catch the zone. Blowing away as he misses again. 2-0. 2 out with the man at first. Two balls and a strike to count. Three and one.
Well, this has been a long inning already, and I know he doesn't want it to get any longer. I expect a challenge pitch right here.
Set. Here's the 3-1. Checked his swing there, and did he go? No, he did not, says the third base umpire, so it's ball 4.
Oh, man, I think this walk is going to grind at him for a bit. He just missed, and now the inning continues with the man in scoring position.
Trying to keep the game close. Here's the pitch. Pulled high in the air out to left field. And Ozuna will make the catch to retire the side.
Ladies and gentlemen,
2 for the Cubs in the inning on the strength of this 2-run home run. Get up and stretch. Home half of the 7th coming up. It's now 5-4 Chicago.
your attention, please. This change defensively for the Cubs. Now playing second base, number 1, Nick Madrigal.
Cody Heyer is on to take over on the mound now, and he'll take over the cleanup spot in the lineup following the double switch. Suzuki will stay in the ballgame now and take over in left field. Last half of the 7th here, and set to go as the third baseman, Austin Riley.
Third baseman, Austin Riley.
Well, with the power bat up at the plate, the manager wisely signals his outfielders to back off. Don't want anything over their heads here. Oh, and that one slung through the strike zone that time at 98. 0-1.
Hey, great job pounding the zone. Strike one. When you got a great hitter in the box, got to get ahead. Count leverage is a must.
The windup and the 0-1. Unable to find the zone with the slider.
If you're going to have success against some of the better hitters in the game, you got to get that pitch right there. 0-2, he's almost certainly out. 1-1, he's got a chance to really do some damage.
A ball and 2 strikes.
He got a swing and a miss on that last pitch, but that's not the location he wants to live in against a hitter of this quality.
And it's fouled away. Another 1-2 delivery. And a half swing that time, but it's a full swing in the eyes of the umpire, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
Fooled him just enough with that pitch to get him to go around, according to the umpire. Sometimes it can be really tough for these big, strong guys because once they're committed to swinging, it's hard for them to slow their swings down, and that appeared to be the case there.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
Bases are empty. 1 man out. Snatched out of midair at first base for out number 2.
Now batting, catcher, BRAVES.
Now at the plate, Travis d'Arnaud. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. First offering on its way. And a slider tails outside for ball 1. Boy, that fastball is just sizzling up there. 1-1. Now the pitch. Gets him to swing at a pitch down and out of the zone. 1-2.
One pitch away from wrapping up a very good innings work out of the bullpen here.
And there's a base hit on the line.
Up next for Atlanta, the left fielder, Marcel.
Now the outfield shifts into a no doubles defense after getting the sign from the dugout, basically playing to keep the ball in front of him no matter what. Strike 1 to start the at bat. The 0-1 pitch fouled away. Working for the punch out and the offering. Broken bat as this ball's hit on the ground. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. Braves strand 1, and the deficit holds at 5-4. Ryan Brazier has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 70.
Coming to the plate now, Patrick Wisdom. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. Here's the first pitch to him. Swing and a miss on the slider. 0-1. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
Sitting in a good spot right here. 2-ball, 1-strike count is yet to see a fastball. Have to be sitting on one right here.
The 2-2. He struck him out the third time he's fanned in the game.
It's been a rough night at the yard for him. That's 3 times he's gone down on strikes in this one. So they've really figured out how to attack this guy.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Albies picks it up. Throw in time at first for out number 2. Now batting, Nelson Velasquez. He's 0 for 2 with a walk thus far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. A little over anxious that time as it's a ball and a strike. And that's high and off the plate. 2-1. Brazier offers up perhaps one of the nastiest sliders around, and it won't be uncommon to see a lot of off-balance swings against it, and it'll be easy to see why once you see it come out of his hand. He's got a huge break on it. A full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Pretty easy pitch to lay off there. 2-2. Not even close to being in the strike zone. He made it easy for the hitter in that one.
Oh, and there's the good curveball as he set down on strikes for the second time. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and standing in is the power-hitting second baseman, Ozzie Albies. Michael Rucker is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 59, Michael Rucker.
Pitch on the way. And that's taken high and outside for ball 1. Got him to swing at a pitch below the knees. 1-1. And he'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. Left side, but well foul. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
People always talk about how important getting the leadoff man on base is, and it's true. So in the 8th inning of a 1-run game, that's a really nice job of attacking a hitter and sending him packing.
At the plate, Vaughn Grissom. Right-hander against right-hander, as this is a ball. 1-0. No hits to this point. Can't get around quick enough, and that'll move the count to 1-1. Now the pitch. Swing and a line drive. But he just missed his extra bases. Ready to deliver the 1-2. Sent on the ground out to second. Reined in. And there are 2 away now.
Now batting, the pitcher, Ryan.
Sean Murphy will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run.
Number 12, John Murphy.
And this is taken outside for ball one. Enters play here at 279. 31 homers and 71 runs batted in. Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now. 2 out, nobody on. And this is hit hard to the right side. Foul. The 2-1 home. And he chased it in the dirt. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. Pretty painless half of the inning, all told. 9th inning coming up. The Cubs are on top, 5-4. Colin McHugh enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. All set to start the 9th in this one, and stepping in will be the very fleet-footed Nick Madrigal.
Nick Madrigal.
Ian Happ will try to get his club a little 9th inning insurance as he'll grab a bat to pinch hit, leading things off here. And we kick off the 9th inning with a swinging strike here. 0-1. He'll enter play with that average at a sterling .331. 64 home runs and 121 runs batted in. Right over the top with that curveball, and it's 0-2. And that's swung on and missed, so good work on the mound will take care of the National League's leading hitter, and there's one away. Suzuki will stand in again, and we'll take you back to the 7th inning. This was a 2-run home run, and it was one of the key blows in the ball game thus far. Is swung on and driven out to right center field. A ball that's well hit. Gone! Solo shot to right center. His second of the game, and it's now 6-4. Stepping in now, Dansby Swanson. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. 2 home runs already to his name in this one, and we'll see if he could possibly strike again. High chopper to third. And that's the second out.
Now batting.
At the plate, Wilson Contreras. It was a walk in his last trip. First offering on its way. And a fastball close, but ultimately ruled a ball. 1-0. And he falls behind now, 2-0. High and deep to right center. Long run for the center fielder. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. Cubs get a run here thanks to this solo home run. Last chance coming up here for the Braves. It's the Cubs 6 and the Braves 4.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please. This change defensively for the Cubs. Now playing second base, number 8, Ian
Manuel Rodriguez comes out of the bullpen to shut things down here in the ninth.
Manuel Rodriguez.
All set for the bottom of the ninth. And digging in is the outfielder, Ronald Acuna. Nico Horner will come on defensively now as he takes over at second.
Defensively for the Cubs. Now playing second base, number 2, Nico Horner.
Well, with the power bat up at the plate, the manager wisely signals his outfielders to back off. Don't want anything over their heads here. A little too much bite on the breaking ball that time as it's well off the outside. This one's down to third. Throws in time, and that's out number 1. So the leadoff man gone to start the top of the ninth as we take a look at league saves leaders entering play. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department. Now at the plate, number 23. On the night, he's 2 for 4 with a pair of singles. First delivery to him on the way. Slapped hard the opposite way. Velasquez is there, and quickly 2 are gone here, and it's not looking good for the home 9.
Up next for Atlanta, the third baseman, Austin Riley.
Stepping in for the Braves, Austin Riley. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the ninth. Well, with the power bat up at the plate, the manager wisely signals his outfielders to back off. Don't want anything over their heads here. Outside with the fastball. That's 1-0.
You have to find a way in this situation to look in that on-deck circle and find a way to get your best hitter to the plate with a chance to tie it.
There's a swing and a high pop-up. And he'll put this one away without much trouble, and the Cubs have come back to even up this series at a game apiece as this ball game is over.
Well, that's win number 90 on the season for them so far, and they've been a force on the field all year long. And by the looks of it, they're not done yet.
A 6-4 finish in tonight's affair. Chicago with their 90th win, best in the division. Steven Brault earns his 3rd win of the year in relief. Manuel Rodriguez closes the door for the save, his 26th. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
Here now is the final line score tonight. First for the victorious Chicago Cubs. 6 runs, 7 hits, no errors. They left 7 men on base. For Atlanta, 4 runs on 9 hits, no errors. They left 8 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 15 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance at Truist Park, 41,500. The Braves thank you for your continued support and remind you to please drive home safely.